latest guide to simple and easy cooking. I'm Anita and today I will show you how to make curry puffs. So let's get started.
I've got here 4 medium potatoes which I have peeled, cubed and soaked in some water, some oil for frying, 1 cup of hot water, 1 cup of sweet potatoes which I have peeled and cubed, 3 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm using raw sugar but you can use white sugar, half teaspoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of curry powder, 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 cup of carrot which I have peeled and cubed, 1 medium onion which I have finely chopped, 4 cloves of grated garlic and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. For the water dough or the pastry dough, I've got here 2 cups of plain flour or all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of white sugar and 150 milliliters of water. For the butter dough, I've got here 1 cup of plain flour or all-purpose flour, half cup of soft butter and some extra flour for dusting. To make the filling, place a pot on medium heat, add oil and heat it. Add onions, give it a mix and cook it until the onions are translucent. While the onions are cooking, drain the water from the potatoes and get it ready. Add garlic, give it a mix and cook it for 30 seconds. Add potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrot, turmeric, curry powder, salt, pepper, sugar and chili powder. Give it a mix, cover it and cook it for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, add hot water, give it a mix, cover it and cook it for 10 minutes, stirring it twice. After 10 minutes, check to see if the vegetables are cooked. My vegetables are soft, but if your vegetables are not soft, cook for another 2 to 3 minutes and check it again. Taste your salt. It doesn't need any more salt, but you can add it according to your taste. Turn the heat off and garnish it with some fresh or frozen coriander leaves. I'm using frozen coriander leaves. If you want to know how to freeze coriander leaves, I'll put a link below. Transfer the filling into a dish. Let it cool down while we get the water dough ready. Take a big dish, add flour, sugar and salt and give it a quick mix. Make a well in the center, add water and oil and mix it with a spatula until it starts to come together. Use your hands and knead it into a dough. Roll it into a bowl, cover it with the plastic wrap and let it rest while we get the butter dough ready. Take another dish, add flour and butter and mix it using a spatula until combined. Use your hands and knead it into a ball. Sprinkle some dry flour on the bench top. Place it on the bench top and roll it into a log. Cut it into 12 equal sized pieces and roll each piece into a bowl. Take the water dough, sprinkle some dry flour on the bench top. Place the dough on the floured surface. Roll it into a log and cut it into 12 equal sized pieces. Take 1 piece of the water dough, flatten it into a small circle and place a butter ball in the center. Bring the edges to the top to enclose it and pinch it together. Put the fold side down and press it lightly. Repeat this with the remaining dough. Transfer the flattened balls onto a tray, cover it and let it rest for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take 1 flattened ball, sprinkle some dry flour on the bench top, place the dough on the floured surface, sprinkle some more dry flour and roll it into a roti. Fold it into thirds to form a rectangle and then fold it again to form a square. Roll it into a 10 cm long strip and start rolling it up from the bottom of the pastry all the way to the top. Apply some water on the top edge and roll it up and down a few times. Push the sides in and cut it in half. Place the cut side down and flatten it. And repeat this process. Roll each flattened ball into a small circle. Place 1 heaped tablespoon of filling in the center. Apply some water halfway around the edges. Fold it in half and press the edges to seal it using your fingers. Starting from one side, pinch the edge, fold it over and pinch it again to seal it and do this until you reach the end and place it on a tray. Repeat this process until you have finished making all the curry puffs. Cover it with a plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Or you can also freeze them at this stage until frozen and transfer them into some freezer bags. After 30 minutes, take them out of the fridge and it's time to fry them. Place a wok or fry pan on medium heat. Add some oil and heat it. You will also need to line a dish with some paper towel to absorb excess oil after frying. To see if the oil is ready, place a skewer in the center. If you see bubbles, it means the oil is ready. Lower the heat, add about 5 to 6 curry puffs and let it cook for 2 minutes without touching it. After 2 minutes, start turning them over frequently so they can cook and brown evenly until you get a nice golden brown color. Take them out, place them on a spider spoon, shake the excess oil off and drain them on some paper towel. Repeat this process. My easy curry puffs are ready and you can make it and serve it to family and friends on its own or with your favorite sauce. Enjoy.
If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. For more of my simple and easy recipes, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to receive notifications of my latest videos.